Hey all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly values, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there my Crimsonites. Welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your hostess, femininity coach, and author of the Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. What's going on, everybody? What's going on, everybody? Hopefully everybody is doing well. Okay. So we got to talk about it. We got to talk about it. Because this situation that is blowing up online is the perfect thing that we really need to discuss as a community. I didn't make no changes. So if there are changes, then YouTube probably did it. Hold on, what you mean? Matter of fact, let me take a look, because certain things don't show up for me in StreamYard. Oh, they did change it to a shield. Oh, that is cooler than a wrench. I ain't even gonna hold you. That's cooler than a wrench. Okay. This situation with Glorilla and her sister trying to expose her for quote unquote being a deadbeat is a very important conversation that we as a community need to have around family and wealth, because we don't know what to do with money. And we have, again, like I said before, a socialist concept when it comes to wealth. We like the capitalism portion of gaining wealth, what you're supposed to do to actually get money and become rich and become wealthy. But we want socialist results. We want to have the person who had the wherewithal to get money, quite a bit of it, and we want them to come back to the family, come back to the community, and simply give it. Just give it away. Just give it away. Give it until they don't have it anymore. That's what we think. We think that if a family member, a brother, sister, cousin, uncle, mama, whatever, gets money, gets millions of dollars or whatever kind of money you think they got, and we honestly believe that person is supposed to 100% give everything that they have until they don't have it anymore, and then give them a side eye when they don't have it anymore. So what am I talking about? Okay, so Glorilla, the rapper, her sister, which is a stud, which is why she like a boy, has decided that she needed to try to come to the internet to try to expose Gloria for basically not taking care of them after she went and got the bag for being an entertainer. Mind you, Glorilla is just now getting her bag. She might have been on her grind for a while, but that takes a minute to actually get money that is yours. Okay? So Glorilla got a few dollars, but is she multi-millionaire, super rich? No, she is not. I doubt that very highly. I doubt it very highly. Okay? Because that's just not the way money works. That's not the way wealth really works, especially in the entertainment business. When we talking about rapping and music and stuff like that, music has changed. And the way that rappers and entertainers get money and get their wealth and how the pay is distributed and things of that nature has changed. Okay. And so Glorilla's not broke because, you know, she's managed to make some sales of her records and her music. But at the same time, this is a new bag. This is a new bag. for her. Okay. So Gloria does not owe, let me start this out by saying this. Gloria does not owe her family to take care of them. If she wants to give them money, she wants to gift them something, or she wants to show good faith with them, that is her business, and that is at her discretion. But from my understanding, her brothers and sisters are grown. Okay? Adults who ought to have been taking care of themselves anyway, regardless of the money that Gloria would or would not have made. Because what if her rap career didn't work out? Then what you was gonna do? She does not owe them to be a source of their livelihood. No grown, able-bodied adults. She don't owe them that. She went and got rich. You didn't get rich. Maybe you should have did something that was gonna make you some money. Maybe you should have exploited a talent. Maybe you should have came up with an idea that you could have translated into wealth. And everybody not going to be rich. There are people who simply because being wealthy, having a business, or having whatever, however you get your wealth or whatever, of course we're talking about legal means. Everybody don't have the wherewithal to do that, and that's okay. You don't have to have the wherewithal to do that. There are people who are simply just going to be 9-to-5 workers. They work their jobs. It could be high paying, it could be whatever, and that's what they do. And it is nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing. Absolutely nothing wrong with making an honest living and being able to do something that you can live off of. And be, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to be ashamed. You don't have to hang your head about your circumstances in life. But if one of your siblings make it, they are not obligated to come get you. They're rich. You're not. So whatever life you was living, you got to keep living that life. They live a different lifestyle now. They're able to go and get a bigger home. They're able to go and buy better clothes and get better transportation and the glow up. That's for them. Now, if they want to help you a little bit, you got an idea that they can actually invest some money in or something like that, rather than just running around here looking for a handout, got your hand out, and when they don't give it to you, your mouth be long enough to suck peas out of a hot sauce bottle. That is a personal problem. Glorilla do not owe her grown, funky family members. Now listen to this girl try to expose Gloria about her money. We the only people do that. How you mad at me about what I do with my money? Just because you ain't benefiting off of it the way you think you should be benefiting off of my money. Listen to this foolishness. Now, first of all, this is a long Scarface Woods. This is Gloria's sister's little handle on look like Facebook or whatever. I'll really go live and expose y'all favorite rapper. I keep moving over because my camera's right here, but here we go. I'll really go live and expose y'all favorite rapper. Same mom, same dad, 10 siblings. Y'all think that she, this upright person, when she really not, ain't F with you since she got on, and I'm constantly getting acknowledgement for being her sister, and she ain't F with you at all. Gloria Woods called my bluff. It's been 4 years. Why the media haven't seen your siblings? And don't say because you protecting us because we still in Memphis. It's because you talk about our struggles and don't F with us. Nah, let's clock it. And our parents are not straight. Our dad just borrowed $100 from our mom. Y'all think y'all know, but y'all don't. I had to give my mom $1,800 on a $2,400 rent because y'all favorite rapper blocked her. I'm tired of being quiet. Is them friends obligated? TF out of here. And that Jag she gave him don't even have no gas in it. Let's talk about it. Our mom working at FedEx. Bet y'all didn't know that, but she's a millionaire.
Rapper. Y'all favorite rapper ain't shit, and I'm getting tired of it. Y'all mad. Fuck. Y'all talking about some she ain't obligated. How the fuck she ain't obligated when she want to sit here and all them interviews and talk about the struggles we been through and then reach back and help none of us out. But got her friends wearing and shit. And my mama still working at FedEx. Y'all better get the fuck out of my face. And I'm talking about y'all favorite rapper. Y'all.
Fuck. Oh, we used to have days when we wasn't eating. But motherfucker ain't obligated. But you want to get on interviews and talk about the struggle. You want to talk about the struggle. But yeah, ain't one of us shining, fool. Ain't one of us shining. You got everybody else in this hole. You giving money out. You bringing motherfuckers back around. You didn't cross you badly because Sanchez watch you get your ass beat. On God. Watch you get your ass stomped. And I remember when Kalia did this shit. She watched you. And you brought her back around. And she went live about you. And you brought her back around. She on the stage with you. How the fuck is that for her?
What Kalia with that ass? Let them know which Kalia.
The Kalia that brought her. Yup. Yup.
Kalia get van?
Yeah, good get van. Kalia get van. Kalia get van. But you got Sanchez back around you. Like, bro, I'm just saying, no motherfucker come out some hate shit, bro. It's been 4 motherfucking years, bro. It's been 4 years. Then I'm just seeing motherfuckers like, no, bro, then mama sitting here in this whole struggle. Y'all thought she bought a house. She did not buy my mama no motherfucking house. Stop lying. She did not. She bought my daddy a house with his trick ass. And then he got the smallest house on the block. Fuck. Talking about she retired. That man retired on his own time and she didn't retire shit. On God. Fuck. And now y'all know what Gloss did. How did she got? Man, so look. All of us been struggling. We was homeschooled. All of us staying in the same house, 3rd through 7th, they darn right homeschool could not come out the fence. We could not come out the fence, bro. You remember? You remember, right? We could come out the fence. I used to sneak my best friend, just saying, no motherfucker inside the motherfucking house. Well, all of us, when we got adult.
I'm gonna pause this. This is why Glorilla don't mess with her. It be the ones that complain the loudest about what you're not doing for them and how this, that, and they come out and expose you or try to expose you. But really what they are exposing is why they are in the situation they are in their life. Listen, let me tell you something. I don't care if it's your family member. I don't care if it's the best friends, childhood friends off the block, this, that, and the third. When you get money, when you make it, whether it be through business, whatever the case may be, and you get some wealth and you start moving around, the first thing that we as Black people do to one another is we be like, oh, you changed when you got money. I absolutely did. Yes. We got to stop letting our family members and friends and folks that know us try to shame us through that language, that shaming language. When we get money, also, you let the money change you. Yeah, I did. And that don't mean change like you become this horrible person, because money don't make you different. It exposes who you have always been. It allows you to be the person that you have always been. And that's either a good person or a bad person. You was a bad person broke. And if you was a good person, you was a good person broke. You was a broke good person. But when you get money, there is getting money and then there's keeping it. Two totally different trajectories, two totally different things. Getting money and keeping money is different. Getting money, folks can get money through the lottery. And if they never change their mindset, if they never change their energy, if they never change how they look at the world, if they never change nothing, they lose it. They can't keep it. That is why most of the time, people who win millions of dollars in the lottery 3, 4, 5, 6 years after that, they be flat broke again, because they never adjusted themselves in order to be able to keep money, to continue to attract money. They lucked up on money, but they didn't actually work on the inner parts of themselves in order to get to wealth. See, now that we're talking more about wealth now, more about the external values. But I told you that the spiritual number 1 is connected to number 2, but on the other side, it is connected to number 10, which is wealth. Your wealth and your spirit, same. Just like your health and your spirit, same thing. It's literally the same thing. It's a 1-to-1. So when you're spiritual, and I don't mean just like your belief in God, not just that, but your energy. The energy with that you carry around, the negative energy or the positive energy, that will negatively or positively affect your health 1-to-1. But it also does on the other side, it negatively or positively affects your money 1-to-1. 1-to-1. Her sister is broke because her sister got a broke mindset. At some point, Gloria decided to break that. I'm going to get me some money. That alone requires a shift in your energy. Because if you keep telling yourself, I'm poor, I'm broke, I'm struggling, that's all I ever do, I struggle, you're going to keep struggling all the time. And that might sound like some hocus pocus, but it is not. I promise you it's not. I promise you it's not. The moment that a person makes the real intent that I may be struggling now, I'm broke now, but I'm not going to stay that way. I'm going to do something got to shake and something got to move, and that's what's going to happen. And then they slowly start to work towards whatever it is, the thing that they feel like going to get them out of that. Their mind has to start changing. The mind changes first. Just the decision that, you know what? I got to do something else. Something else has to happen. Because if you keep doing and thinking the same thing, your circumstances will never change. It never changes. The self-talk that you do with yourself, the words and the thoughts that you speak over your own life dictates your life. It becomes self-fulfilling prophecies. This is why people who have wealth will tell you to start doing daily affirmations. They'll tell you to start affirming stuff to yourself, tell yourself different stuff. Don't tell yourself negative things. Don't tell yourself how broke you are. Don't tell yourself how much you don't got. Don't tell yourself how much you can't do. Don't tell yourself that. Even if that feels like this is the reality. I don't got enough money to pay my bills. I don't got enough money to do this. I don't got enough money to. Don't think like that. Because the more you say, I don't got it, you won't have it. You will not have it. You won't get it either. You gotta think to yourself, I do have it. I have it. I have it. I have enough to take care of myself. Is this especially if you start with like you broke your pocket on rabbit ears? Think about what you do have. Because if your pockets be on rabbit ears, but all your bills are paid, that's a place to start. So instead of thinking, I ain't got no money to do nothing else but pay these bills, that's all the money you will ever have is just money to pay the bills and nothing else. So the first shift that you have to do is, first of all, change that perspective to a more positive perspective. Yeah, I just have enough money to pay my bills. My bills are paid. Go from, man, I ain't got no money to do nothing else, to I have money to survive. Now let's see, can we come from survival to striving to thriving? All right, I got my bases covered. I got my survival covered. I eat, I have a place to sleep, hot water, food in my belly. That's survival. I've survived. I'm surviving. Now, how can I get to a thrive, to a strive and a thrive? How can I do that? And I'm going to tell you a practical step for people who live paycheck to paycheck, and that's most people, who always say that they don't have money to do nothing else. Take a little money, do something you want. Take a little money, do something that you want. Something you think you don't have money to do. I don't mean ditch your rent and go on a trip. That's not what I'm saying. After your bills are paid, you usually have $100. You never go and get that latte that you want. You always penny pinch the latte. I can't afford it. One of these days, take that $6 out of that $100 you got left. Go get you a latte and enjoy it. Don't think about it. Don't think about that you spent it. Don't think about that you spent it. The reason I'm saying to do that is because it helps to shift your brain from that constant state of worry. Because as long as you're worried about the money, you can't get the money. Money has to be attracted. Money has to be attracted. You can't force it. Worrying about it doesn't make it come to you. Think of money like a woman, or like because it's like feminine energy. Money is like feminine energy. Actually, money is feminine energy. It's a current. You have to attract it. You have to attract it, and money is attracted to confidence. Money is attracted to the positive thought about it. Don't think negatively about money. We have a lot of negative associations with money when we don't have it. I can't get it. Money is a source of problems because you don't have it, and you worried about how you're going to get it, and you worried about all the things that's going on in your life that require money. So you almost have like a worry-hate. It's not even a love-hate. It's a worry-hate relationship with money. You hate the fact that you need the money, but you only hate that fact because you don't really have it and you don't know how to get it. Gloria's sister is mad that Gloria doesn't simply give her money. The other tip to wealth does not respond to a wish that you're not willing to work for. Wishing and hoping for it will never give it to you. You have to want the money, but you also have to be confident that you'll get it. Sounds like an oxymoron, but it's not. You have to be confident that you can get this money. Whatever it is, it could be an extra $200 a month. You got to be confident I can get an extra $200 a month. I can get an extra $200 a month. I could do that. You have to, there's not any such thing as something for nothing. And that's what most people want. Most people want, give me this thing, but I didn't trade nothing for it. I didn't trade energy. I didn't trade time. I didn't trade labor. I didn't trade good thoughts. I gave nothing to it. I gave nothing. This is why I'm gonna let y'all chew on this. This is why giving money and pouring money into impoverished neighborhoods don't help them. Because the issues that they have seem like money issues, but they're not. It's mindset issues. Because when you just simply pour money into poverty-stricken places, they're not giving anything for the money. So there is no trade-off. There's no trade-off. That's why money stopped. Money stopped in empower. It don't even, when we talk about our money don't circulate in the community, it go out of the community, it stops there. It stops. Because if the money circulated in the community, that's a current. Currency, that's a current. It would be a current. But it's not. It's like a dam. It's like a dam. It becomes a dam. Impoverishment, it becomes a dam for water. Not a place where water can flow in and out. It's a place that stops it. Dams stop the current. It doesn't allow the current to go. Because once you get it, you be too focused on having it. I don't have enough to allow the money to come away from me. Without understanding that a flow of money, a currency has to keep flowing. It can't stop with you. If the money stops with you, you're at the bottom. I hope this is not going over people's head. This is the other thing. When you are at the place where my survival is actually taken care of, I live paycheck to paycheck, but my essentials are taken care of, but I don't have a lot of extra. Take a portion of that extra and give it to somebody. Take a portion. If you got $150 left over for the month, take a portion of that money and give it in sadaqah. Trust me. Because that is allowing the current to come through you, not stop with you. Stop telling yourself you don't have enough. You can't give nobody nothing. Yes, you can. Yes, you do. You have it. You have it. You have more than you think you have. We always have more than we think we have. We have more than we think we have, because those of us who live paycheck to paycheck with a roof overhead got more than a homeless person that don't got no roof. We got more than we think we got. We got more than we think we got. If you only have $150 left over for the month, take $10, $15, $20 of that and give it to somebody below you economically. Give it to somebody that needs it. And don't give it with some ulterior motive. Give it for the pleasure of the Most High. We have to start paying attention to what he's saying in the Bible and in the Quran. When the Most High talks about giving charity and then receiving 100-fold back, 1,000-fold back, that's what he's talking about. He's talking about that. Making the current come through you. This is why he tells us in the Bible and in the Quran, God tells us, don't you see the animals, the birds of the sky and the creeping things, they eat. Every day they eat. They ain't got no job. They don't spend no money. Every day they sustenance is there. Every day. Whatever them little birds be picking out the ground, it be there every day. It be there. Whatever it is, you be seeing a whole flock of geese be pecking in the grass. Whatever it is, they pecking in that grass, it be there in that grass, it be there. So you, whom God have made as the highest of his beings, the highest in his creation, he not gonna feed you. You can't eat. You can't eat. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can eat. You eat. You eat. What you don't eat, you eat. You want more? There's more. The treasures of Allah are endless. And it's easy to get caught in this physical world where we're counting things and we're looking at only the actual thing in our hand. But faith calls for us to look at what's not in our hand yet. Yet we understand that the God we serve has it and is willing to give it to us. But we have to have pure intent. We have to have pure intention. So when you give that little portion of money, give it with the intent that God, that you are doing this to please God and that this helps you in the next life too. And it is a show of faith that this $10, $15 or whatever that I gave to this or that when I fed somebody with it or whatever that I have, God gonna give that back to me. More than that. He gonna give me more than that. Easy to get caught. I'm not saying you will never get caught up with the doubt. You always gonna get caught up with the doubt. We human beings, we doubt. Because we can't see it. We can't see it with our eyes. But we don't see tomorrow with our eyes either. And we're sure we're gonna wake up tomorrow morning. Which one of us is sure we're gonna wake up tomorrow? And I know you sure you're gonna wake up because you made plans for next week. So you when you made plans to go to such and such next week, never in your mind did it occur that you would die before that. But that's something that has not occurred yet. You believe it wholeheartedly. Wholeheartedly, you believe it. Wholeheartedly, you believe that you're going to be able to get up and go to work begrudgingly tomorrow. You already mad about working tomorrow. You already mad about it. You already mad about, man, such and such supposed to be going on tomorrow, man. I don't feel like that. Who told you that you would live to see it? But most of us are quite sure, even though we know that tomorrow is not promised, we'll say tomorrow not promised. And to a certain extent, we get that. But we don't move like that. We make all kind of plans, way 6 months out. We make all kind of plans. We start saving up for something we want that's coming up for 8 months from now, a year from now. We save up now because we're sure. Because if we operated as if we would see Allah at any moment, we would be more pious. All of us. we would be more powerful. We would move in this world very differently. If we were absolutely certain that death literally could come for us at any time, at any moment, through any means, we would definitely move differently in this life. Our whole priority setup would be different. And I'm not even saying this to indict y'all. This is us. I'm included in that. Because I got something I want to do in 2 weeks. I'm looking forward to Ramadan. It ain't Ramadan yet. I'm sure I'm going to be here to fast. Nothing guaranteed me that. Nothing. There was no guarantee. I didn't get an email from God or nothing. He never told me, you know, you're going to live through this Ramadan. He didn't say that to me. But I'm already thinking, I'm going to fast. What kind of schedule I'm going to have with the show fasting? You know, man, what kind of workout I'm going to be doing when I'm fasting? Already thinking about it. And it ain't nothing wrong with thinking about it. I'm not saying we wrong for that. We not wrong for it. But this is why God has to be at the forefront. Let me go on a commercial break. We're going to come back and we're going to finish talking about this. But after these messages, we'll be right back. I need everybody to go to ashkicking.com. The link is pinned to the top of the chat. Keep your skin looking and feeling its absolute best, okay? You definitely need this body butter that's on the screen right now. If this is going to be your first order, please take advantage of the 10% discount using the promo code Crimson at checkout. Oh, you guys are bam, 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 bam. You got to hit the like button. Bam, bam. You got to go ahead and hit the like button. Let me get to these super chats. Thank you so much. Anyone can learn. Say hood people always say, yeah, but you got it. Yeah, I got it. It's mine. Exactly. We're going to get back to that. Thank you, David. So I tell people what you're saying, money, all the time. Your attitude and energy is everything plus your work. Exactly. Thank you. Hey, wait a minute. Hey, twin.
Mr. Grid.
What's poppin', twin?
How's it going?
Hey, you doing?
The twin said this BS narrative is hilarious. Twin, like when the VA said, Mr. Jones, here's your retirement percentage age and all your retro pay. People I no longer know, though they retired from the military, yet they never served. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, brother. Farah, assalamu alaikum. Said, here is money for my Black Muslim sister. Thank you so much. I appreciate you very much. Thank you, Thanos. Said, this is my donation. Play if you got your own car drop for Big Blow. Yeah, we gonna play that. Hold on. Where we going?
I said, as long as you got your own house, as long as you got your own transportation, and as long as you got your own income, it don't matter what a ninja got to say.
Exactly. Thank you so much, Thanos. Thank you, Mabui. Hopefully I didn't mess that up too bad. So thanks for the money lesson. You're very welcome. We're going to have more and more of these. Thank you. Anyone can learn for your contribution. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you very much. Okay. Miss Simone said, you keep God for it and let me always pray. Talk to God before you make any and every decision. Not upset, just asking. You're always supposed to consult God about your decisions. All of them. There's no decision too small in reality. There's no decision too small. But this is especially so when you might be in conflict with yourself or you simply do not know which way that you need to turn. Always come to Allah. Always ask Allah. Always ask Allah for clarification. Clear it for you. Clear it in your mind. Clear it in your heart. And then whatever Allah, and give it a few days, like give it some time to marinate. And whatever answer God give you about something, do it. Even if it wasn't the thought or the answer you thought he was going to give you. Do it. Do whatever he led you to do. Of course, you know what I'm saying? You're having consultation with your husband and people who are affected and things of that nature. You're having those talks and things. Always come to God about what you need, especially when we have those spiritual upheavals where we don't really know and it feels so confusing, where it feel we don't know if this is our voice, Shaitan. We don't know who talking. Just always understand that God does not operate in any confusion. He don't operate in confusing things. God is always very clear. Confusion is us. Confusion is Shaitan. Confusion is all these other things. Allah is not confused. And his way is not confusing. It's straight. It's straight. So we're going to get back to the sister. Okay. Now she went so far as to talk to TMZ now, man. You know TMZ messy. But this is what she's talking about. And she wants Gloria to give her something, but you are all over the internet blasting me. Is this supposed to make me want to give you...
With just your grievance that you feel that your sister has an obligation to share the wealth.
Yeah, she got an obligation to share the wealth. We sat here, we struggled together. Took baths and bars of water, rest, roaches, all that. Yeah, she obligated. Is them friends obligated? She doing everything for them. So yeah, I feel like I'm obligated.
What is it you think she's not doing for the family? What is the... you're making it sound like there's a real financial hardship. Describe what you're talking about. She's not doing nothing. Nothing. She's not doing nothing for family at all. She do little oohs and ahs for our parents or whatever, but barely nothing because my mama still clocking the clock at FedEx. Oh, she don't want to work. Gloria got y'all believing this fake ass, imaginary ass thing where she retired them. No, she did not. My dad retired because his time was up. She's supposed to have retired my mama, but she didn't. My mama still clocking the clock at FedEx. Why does she owe it to you to support you and to support the family beyond what she wants to do? It's her money, right? Because don't go on no interviews, talk about our struggle. You want to do that? That's not right. You don't sit here and talk about struggle, sit here and struggle with. It's not one sibling. You got 9 other siblings. She got her money just because she got plenty other in Memphis. She getting money too. I got 2 siblings staying down there in Atlanta with her that she treat them like housemaids. Y'all keep on painting this picture like she's just a good person, an upright person. She's not. So here's something that Glow pretty publicly did last year when your dad, you said he retired. His time was up, so he retired. And she bought him a brand new Jaguar as a retirement gift, right? And we saw this back in November. I mean, that's pretty nice to give someone a Jaguar, no? Yeah, what picture of the Jaguar do you have? I just know it's a white Jaguar. What evidence do you have of the brand new Jaguar? Are you saying that the Jaguar was not, she didn't actually give him a Jaguar? It was nowhere near new. What evidence do you have of that brand new Jaguar? There's an Instagram video of it. And of course, she gonna try to make it look good for y'all. My dad over there broke as a mother right now. Let's say she has $2 million. How much of that does she owe to you and the rest of the family of that $2 million? She can get all of it like $2,500 a piece.
How much?
2,500.
25. Like how for? That's it? Just 2,500 flat, or is that a?
2,500 flat.
I think she would jump at that. I think if that's all you want, I think Glow might jump at that.
But imagine her being on for 4 years and not giving us zero, none at all.
What does your mom think about you going public with this whole thing?
At the end of the day got to end. I don't give a.
Okay, so what that meant was her family knows, and by her I mean her, the stud. Her family has told her to shut up about Gloria. Leave Gloria alone. That girl don't owe me nothing. Her mama probably done said that my daughter don't owe me nothing. I don't want her to retire me. I'm her mama. She not my mama. What, I have a whole husband. And even if she's not married today, Dad, she's still working. So what that means today, at the end of the day, they got to end. That means her mama told her butt to don't be doing that. And she done jumped out the window to try to stir up a bunch of foolish men. This is why nobody else is sitting with her while she's doing this. Talking about some. She got 2 of the other siblings down there living with her, and she treat them like housemaids. Let me clarify that. If y'all gonna be here, you're gonna do something. You will not be able to come and live my lifestyle that I'm working for, and you sit up and twiddle your toe all day and be entitled about it. No. So if you want to be here, then you're gonna do something. You're gonna make sure the house is clean, or you're gonna make sure you're gonna house sit for me when I'm on tour. You're gonna do something. You're gonna do something for this lifestyle. You're gonna do something. You're going to do something. I want $2,500 a piece. That's how you know folks ain't used to no money. And from what my baby is saying is that Tory Lanez, a man that is got his own issues, already incarcerated, he got his own issues, sent her the $2,500. Let's talk about the fact that Tory Lanez, who is currently incarcerated, this man does not have his freedom. He was viciously attacked last year. He was viciously attacked to the point where people thought that Tory might pass away. That's how viciously Tory Lanez was attacked. He made it through that to make money. And he's sitting in prison. He's sitting in prison, making money. This is the difference in the mindset. Tory's mind set, even in his restricted condition, a place he probably never thought that he would be, in prison, off of a crime that is debatable that he even committed at all, while his name continues to be slandered and dragged through the mud, has decided that he's not just going to sit there and just sink into oblivion. He still is talented. He still is like, I'm still Tory Lanez. I'm still Tory Lanez. And I still know how to make music. I know how to make music. Didn't he just drop like a mixtape or something? Didn't Tory like just drop some money? I mean, just drop like some work just recently that's been doing pretty decent with the sales? Or am I tripping? I'm tweaking, or he did. He did, right? He's keeping busy. He's keeping his mind occupied with his work. And he's still using it to make money so that he can have money enough to give. She got all her freedom. She got all her freedom and can't come up with $2,500 extra dollars. Tory don't have no freedom. He can come up with $2,500 to give her. This is a difference in mindset. This isn't even man, woman. This is a person with a mindset of abundance. And I'm going to get this done no matter what situation I'm in. And a person that I can't get nothing done. Look at my situation I'm in. It's a difference. Because shouldn't Tory have that mindset? Man, I'm in jail. Man, all my stuff, man, all my work. People look down on my name. You know what I'm saying? It's smut on my name right now. I'm all messed up. I'm all messed up. He could do that. He could do that. Nobody would blame him. Plenty of artists have gone to jail and can't figure out how to make money. R. Kelly. Can't figure it out. R. Kelly is one of the most talented musical minds of his generation. One of the most talented musical minds of the last 30 or 40 years. Both on the artist end and on the production end. And on the songwriting end. And he can't figure it out. I'm in this horrible situation. You know, I put smut on my own name. I'm down bad. But I can still sing. And people would still want to hear him sing. That's the thing. People would still want to hear him sing. And even if he didn't, he could be writing. I would write everybody's songs. I would be writing everybody's songs. I know he got songs that just sit in his head because you can't get rid of that. That's in him. He do that. That's just what he do. He love doing it. And I would be sitting there all day just penning songs. Just penning songs. Just penning songs. I would be selling songs. Baby bye. I would flood it with songs. I would flood the industry with music. Even if don't nobody want to see my face no more. Plenty of artists and people went to jail and said, I'm down bad right now, but I'm not gonna stay. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna figure that out. I'm gonna figure that out. This girl got all her freedom. She got the same 24 hours Glorilla have. And people want to be like, it ain't the same 24 hours. Only because you're choosing what to do with your 24 hours. And not even so much what you do. You're choosing how to think in those 24 hours. You're choosing how to think. Because Diddy wallowing in misery? He wallowing. He wallowing too. He study trying to, man, y'all got to let me out of here. Why? And that's a part of him figuring it out. He got to figure out how to overcome that. If money got to go to the people who say they his victims and stuff like that, then start making the money to go to there. Start making the money. Start making the money. Because whenever he get out, let's just say he get out early, he gonna have to start making money anyway. The bottom line is this, because we're about to wrap this up. And I'm going to get to the other super chats. Thank you for them. We're going to start wrapping it up. Nobody owe you their money and the result of their work. This generation, these last 2 generations or whatever, got a big entitlement issue. But we grew up on, you don't work, you don't eat. You don't work, you don't eat. You got to put in work somewhere. The world don't really owe you. It feel unfair. But life is not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair. But if you don't work, you don't eat. At some point, in order to gain wealth, because I've spent a lot of time, years actually, talking about the internals. Let's go down to the externals. If you're trying to gain wealth, these are literally the practical steps in to do that. And it starts with number 1. If you have a scarcity, poverty mindset, you will never have wealth. You will always stench by. You will sink all the time. Most people can't get anywhere in life, even if you're not going to be rich. Most people can't get in a better position financially in their life, or either in other ways. They can't get a better profession. They can't get better education. They don't get better mobility. The reason why people don't get these things is because the first step is the hardest. The most difficult step in increasing yourself in any of these things is thinking about it positively, thinking about your negative situation positively. That's where the trip up is at. Thinking about what you see as your negative situation, and then thinking about that same situation positively. What they used to say, finding the silver lining in a dark cloud. You gotta start being able to find that silver lining and hang on to it. Most people can't change the channel. They think it's luck. They think it's, you know what I'm saying? Because once you acquire it, you still have to maintain the energy that acquired it in order to keep it. In fact, you have to increase that energy. The intensity of that energy has to actually increase. And it's easier said than done. It's easier said than done. That's why wealth don't come to the majority, because it's difficult for most people to control their own thoughts and emotions to that degree and that consistently. I bear witness. I bear witness. That's difficult. It's difficult to maintain consistently. But think about this. You got to maintain the positively as consistently as you maintain the negative. As consistently as you maintained the negative thought. And yes, it is harder to do, because having control over something and making something have direction always takes more effort than letting it go. There's always more effort involved. So that's what makes it more difficult, because it's not just something that you can just not pay attention to. You have to actually pay attention. When a pilot fly a plane, taking off and landing is not something that they let the autopilot do. When pilots fly planes, they take it off of autopilot and they fly it. That takes a lot more effort than watching the dials as the autopilot fly the plane. They put the autopilot on, but they still got to watch it. You can't just not fly it at all. You can't not pay attention. And if something go wrong with the autopilot and the plane don't stop doing what it needs to do, they take it right off of autopilot and start flying it. That's much more effort and concentration. If they let the plane go, it's going to crash. Anything that has to be guided, when you let it go, it crashes. Things automatically go into chaos and craziness. Things automatically go when there's no structure or intent behind them. That go with anything you can imagine. Driving a car, let the wheel go. I don't care what your alignment is. I don't care how good of an alignment you got. Let the wheel go. Let the wheel go. See what happens. Thank you. Anyone say using slander is very, very low. It is. It is. And thank you so much for your contribution. I appreciate you. Exactly. Anything that need guidance and you don't actually give it no guidance, it's going to go into chaos. It's going to go out of order. It's going to be out of order. This is a good example. Thank you, Gary. He said kids are the same way. You can let them have some freedom, but you still have to keep an eye on them. You got to give them the structure. You got to give them the structure. Anything you're supposed to guide, if you don't guide it, it will go into disorder. The hidden wall. The hidden wall. Oh. Do I still got that? Oh. That's how y'all life gonna go. If you don't guide it. Your pockets do the same thing. Money is the same way. It has to have order, some intent behind it. You can't just say, man, I want some money. People in hell want ice water. Who don't want money? People who have money want money. Man, I sure do wish I want some money. Have some money. Okay. So what are you going to do to get it? What's the plan? Because if you be hungry, man, I'm sure is hungry. You eventually going to get up and go get something to eat. You don't sit there and the food is somehow supposed to appear in front of you. That doesn't happen. It's got to be some intention behind it. If you say, man, I'm hungry, at some point you got to make the intention to go get something to eat. And what does that look like? Getting up, going in the kitchen, fixing something, going on Uber Eats, ordering something. What do it look like? Something. It looks like something. So if you want more, you have to make a plan about it. And that plan is the most difficult part because you have to believe that it's happening and going to happen, and it has not happened yet. And it ain't no signs. But we're going to go ahead and get up out of here. I appreciate everybody coming through and taking the time out to hang with me for a minute. I appreciate you guys. Before we sign out of here, first of all, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And also, don't forget to go to crimsoncure.com in order to make a purchase for the book. Also, to make to schedule an appointment for a coaching session. Also, so you want to be able to go to crimsoncure.com. Okay. And book a session if you want to book a session. All right. And if you want to make a purchase for Reclaiming the Black Feminine, you can definitely do that as well. And you can download some of the helpful charts that I have on the website for absolutely free. All you have to do is just click the download and you will get it. All right. You definitely want to be able to do that as well. And also, don't forget to follow me on all social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram, even Facebook. I'm Crimson Cure everywhere. So please go ahead and follow and things of that nature. And I appreciate you guys. Jump down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your host of the Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.